I don't know what's happening, but hi, TikTok. Hi, how's it going today? Forgive the puffy face and red eyes. I am snuggling with my dog who's on hospice and knitting and crying, basically. And I got a text from my sister and then from a couple of friends that were like, girl, is TikTok back up? Open the app. And no, I don't have a VPN. I opened the app and I had a video that was my like goodbye to TikTok video that was 61% uploaded last night when the app shut down hours early, or 2 hours before we expected it to. And it finished uploading that video this morning. Since it was already partially uploaded, I opened the app and it just continued to post. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel great about it. Once again, I feel like succession is predictive of life in the US. I feel a great sense of trepidation about the ways that this platform and this community is about to change significantly. But good morning, everybody. Folks keep saying because of the SCOTUS ruling, the Cheeto can only extend TikTok for 90 days, and I disagree with that take for two reasons. First is because the 90-day extension is to create the opportunity for TikTok to spin off or sell its US portion, which I think is probably already happening or has happened, which is why this app is back up today. But secondarily, it's because SCOTUS may have made the ruling, but there's no reason the Cheeto, who we have basically made a king in America, SCOTUS has basically made him a king in America, thereby undermining their own authority. Nice job, Thomas Alito and Roberts et al. Like, there's no mechanism for SCOTUS forcing the president to enforce their ruling. He can say, I know I'm technically only allowed to pause the ban for 90 days, but I'll do what I want. And we have historical precedent for that here in the United States. A president has done precisely that before, ignored SCOTUS and done whatever the fuck he wants to. My third kid is taking a class. It's called Compact Modern Dynamics. It's required here in Oregon, but basically it's like a genocides and Holocaust class. And this past week they were studying the Trail of Tears, which is something that my kids already know a fair bit about because it is the history of their and my husband's people who were marched on the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma. But we were reading about how President Andrew Jackson completely ignored SCOTUS's ruling, Worcester v. Georgia, that gave the Cherokee Nation sovereignty. He just flat out said, like, I don't care what your ruling is. I don't care about the fact that we have declared the Cherokee Nation a sovereign nation. I'm going to force them off their lands, along with the other 4 southeastern tribes, including the Chickasaw. And I'm going to march them to Oklahoma. What are you going to do about it, SCOTUS? How are you going to stop me? And guess what? They didn't. They couldn't. He did what he wanted. And if you don't think the Cheeto is going to do what he wants in spite of or in direct opposition to SCOTUS rulings for the next 4 years, there are so many fewer guardrails than there were in 1831, than there were literally a year ago. So I don't think the SCOTUS ruling is an impediment. I mean, definitely was under Biden, but it won't be starting tomorrow. Oh, hey, hi. I guess TikTok is back up and running in America. If you have not posted a video yet, or you're not a creator, or you're not in the US, you may not be aware that there are some changes. I just posted a video and there was a notification at the bottom of it that I've never seen before. Down at the bottom, it says content under review. I click on it and this is what I'm shown. So I guess they are going to review content in advance, which is actually what YouTube does as well. Now, this video is being shown to people, so I'm not quite sure what it means, content under review, if it's being evaluated as to whether it can be monetized or for some other purpose. But actually, I imagine every video is going to get reviewed like this because the video I just posted is not monetizable. And I guess I need to now go in and see if the community guidelines have changed in any way, shape, or form. While this is somewhat concerning, as somebody who's been a YouTube creator for a long time, this is what YouTube does. You have to not only check a bunch of boxes saying there's no controversial or offensive material, I'm not swearing too much, etc., and then you have to click a little button that says, I promise that I'm not lying to you, YouTube, and then you upload your content and then it is reviewed. So you're basically saying, like, I didn't break any rules, I promise, and then they will check to see if you did and then give you a strike if you did, which can limit how much you're allowed to post or monetize your content on YouTube. So I wonder if that is what is happening here now. And I guess we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what other changes are in store and who is controlling this platform and how it is being shaped going forward. What are your thoughts on people saying there is no legal avenue for an extension from the Cheeto? If that's the case, it's obviously been bought and this is all a stunt. I mean, I'm not an attorney. My expertise is fruit cultivation, but, billionaires have no ethics. So why should we trust or believe anything that they say or do to be accurate and authentic? I think technically he can only do a 90-day extension just like Biden could have. But there's really no guardrails anymore, so what's to stop him from saying, F the Supreme Court, I do what I want? There's no way they can stop me from refusing to enforce their ruling forever. Like, we have created a king who can do what he wants with impunity. Actually, the Supreme Court did that and in a way created an avenue for him to circumvent their authority. And I saw somebody else say this, but my third kid has been studying the Trail of Tears. And this is precisely what Andrew Jackson did. Just completely ignore the Supreme Court and do whatever he wanted.